All right, day 3, June 3rd of my countdown to hopefully, not hopefully, but to move. I would say today has been one of the heavier days that I've experienced so far. Um, I don't know, I just feel like everything has just been stopped and uh, I hate to use this verbiage for it because I know I'm waiting on God, but I do feel like a sitting duck. I feel like I don't really know, exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm still waiting for confirmations and yeah, I don't know. I'm just sitting waiting. Another thing that kind of came to my mind today was like, man, I'm just for this new fresh start. I really want to explore new options for employment. Maybe I have a really good job. I'm thankful for it, especially in this time because I can travel with it because it is a work from home position. But it is day shifts, so I work from 6 to 2:30 a.m. and lately I just been looking at my life like, man, I am just, and mind you, I have been an entrepreneur for most of my life, and so it's totally new for me to just have this restrictions. And I know I feel horrible saying that because first off, everybody works, right? And then not only that, I mean, I am from home, and don't get me wrong, it's not a hard job. I think it's just the restriction of, day shift and being stuck pretty much most of the day, especially when my children are just getting out of school. And so I've tried to go to first shift since I've been here, and it's just been no luck with it. Of course, people, everybody wants first shift, but so I'm just like, I feel like I can't never get enough sleep. And I don't know if that has something to do with depression too. I feel like I'm, definitely in a seasonal depression, not the natural seasons, but the spiritual season, because I still haven't, broke through from the season that I've been in. Which has been a very heavy season. It's been a roller coaster. I've been up and down for the past year, and it has just been no words. um and so I just find like I can't get enough sleep, and then I'm sleeping so much, and then when I am up it's time for work, and my children, they kind of hate it, and it's been a up and down thing. And not only that, I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. So once again, I'm not used to this level of things. One of the things that I think keep people in relationships and toxic situations is financial. And that was one of the things that scared me for so long, is like I did not know how I would be able to care for my children and do this all on my own. And even though God's grace is sufficient, like he has kept me. When I tell you he has kept me, when I tell you it'd be like nothing and then something happens, like he has really truly kept me. But I will be lying to tell you like if it's all been good, because it hasn't. Like I am still struggling. Like I am living paycheck to paycheck. Today I have probably like $10 to my name. I have all of my household essentials bills are, somewhat paid. The first of the month is here, so I still have to catch up on some things. But I have like $10 to my name, and it's just like it stresses me out. When I don't have finances, it puts me in a deeper depression. And so I have all of these different weights on me right now. And even like, oh my gosh, once I get the inspection, how am I gonna pay for this down payment? I'm pretty sure this down payment is gonna be $2,500 to $3,000 probably. And I'm just like, Lord, I'm thinking about creating like some kind of fund. People have asked me, like, I have a huge community of supporters, of people who want to, support and things, but I just feel like, I don't know, like, don't everybody move and just, but then I'm like, I'm moving halfway around the state with my 4 children with nothing. And so I could definitely use the help. Guess I just gotta fight through this pride first so that I can ask, and maybe see if people are willing to sow, because I'm starting to get really anxious about this deposit because I'm so ready to move. I have 23 days now, I believe, until it's time for me to be out of this house. And I know that the landlord is going to want me out literally on the 25th of June. And so I'm just like, I don't really know. I don't know. I want to trust God, like he's going to come through, but also like I've always been a very highly aware of God moves when you move, right? Like he'll give you the resources, he'll give you the creativity, he'll give you the things so that you can be able to do what he's called you to do. He often don't just do it, at least not for me. I don't have that testimony of like, you know, just money just dropped in my hand or anything like that. Like it always has been like he's given me a gift, and I'll, you know, I do the publication, and so I'll just get like a boatload of clients or something, and it's like that's truly a blessing. But then, you know, it's like then I gotta, you know, do all of the work on top of the stress that I'm already going through. So anywho, I'm trying to trust him in this process fully. But I can't help but to think like, man, I can't miss this opportunity, right? And I know he wouldn't bring me this far to leave me, but is he telling me, you know, to ask for this help so that I can be prepared? I don't want to wait until the last minute and they like, oh, you're approved, and then I have to scramble to try to figure this out. So one thing I call her my counselor, Tracy Renee, movement master, she tells me like, don't compound everything on top of everything. For me, sometimes I feel like everything is happening all at once, and I think it's because maybe I ignore everything until like something big happens, and then I'd be like, and this and this and this and this. And so I'm trying my best not to pile it all on top of each other, because I feel like that's when I have my like where I just fall, right? Because it's so much. Like, how can you keep going when you are just putting all this stuff in your backpack? Eventually you get weighed down. Eventually you can't move. Eventually you just stop. So I'm trying to take it one day at a time, one thing at a time. But it's heavy. It is heavy. And I can't wait to be in a space, in a time where, you know, this confusion, this uncertainty, this lack, this poverty, all of this stuff is not my life anymore. I cannot wait to be in a position where I can help someone who is going through what I'm going through, because I know I'm not going through it for no reason. I just can't wait to get to the other side of this. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait to have a breakthrough. I feel like I've been in, man, some of the most hardest seasons for such a long time that, like, I'm in survival mode, and I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to be in survival mode. And many of you may know what I mean when I say that, like, where you're just like existing, you're taking it day by day. It's bills piling up, like, you know, debt is piling up, like the kids need things, like all of this stuff is happening at once, to the point where you are like in survival mode. You're just trying to survive the day, you're just trying to make it through the day, and then it's like the next day we'll deal with the next day, and it's back into survival mode for the next day. And so I just feel like I'm just not at peace. And you know, one of the things I'm struggling with right now too is like getting in my word. I've been praying and talking to God, but I have not just sat down and like read my word. And I know that that's what's making my heart feel so far from him, because you can't truly know the Father or hear his heart unless you are in his word. And I don't know what it is, but it's like I don't have a hunger for it. When I sit down to read it, I just get so distracted, tired even. And I know that's nothing but the enemy. So whew, baby, when I push past this season of just darkness, of just confusion, of just all of this, I cannot wait for it to be a testimony. I promised God that if he pulled me through all of this, I will be who he's called me to be. I will preach the gospel. I will declare his word. I will say yes and stand on my yes. I will be who he wants me to be. I will be the living vessel that he wants me to be. Like, I'm gonna walk in it. So yeah. All these promises. Listen, don't make no promises that you can't keep, okay? Because I'm like, Lord, don't let me regret it now. So that's the update for today, June 3rd, 2025. I'm just I'm waiting. The wait suck, don't it? Let me know below if the weight suck for you, some of the things that you do in your weight, just how you process your weight, sis, because sis, your girl is over here like failing. So I won't say I'm failing. I'm trying to process what's actually happening, you know. Every day is like I have to process like what's happening.